for poor people not to have the children. Now in the poor countries, the poor parents make a generation, make children. In the most of they do it for money grants, but sometimes they do it just from the wish of themselves. This problem is important because from these people should not be able to provision their children. Of course, from generation we will not take any good workers or people with good education, people with good experiments. For example, in India, of course, India is a good country, but in India, the society have some problems with generation of children in the poor families, and the government already do some works and businesses from there, and that's why the India is so poor, because of maybe the people don't think about the future of their children. Maybe they do it just for the grants, just for the okay. So from this generation also will be very poor. In these families, we will many of children, and each children will not take a good education, experiments. They will not have any history of their childhood. They will don't take any experiments from the parents. Parents will work always. Maybe the children will not see their parents. We will not take a good person from this generation.
So
2 minutes. Start.
I want to start my argument from we want to pay poor people to have children because so every human have a right to have children. In some more countries don't have a law about this. If you have a small salary for having children, for family, you won't have a family. Some countries don't have this law. And also the children will have a good discipline from their parents, because the poor parents have more experience from their life, how they can live, how they can do something in life if they have trouble with it. And also the people who poor are not stupid to have more children. So if they understand their position in economy, they want to have enough children for this. And then I want to continue my argument from the children who was born in poor family have a big motivation to improve themselves and become a famous or the best businessman in our world. People are both in poor family and then become famous in our life. And also I want to repeat my first text. It's every human has a right to have children. And then I want to continue from if the poor people family will born children for country, it will improve the economy of this country, because the children which was born in poor family can go to do a hard work, like working in a cave, and give a big impact to economy of country.
Finish?
Yes.
Pay poor people not to have children. It will bad for our nature, because some countries cut trees and not seed young plants. If plants will quantity, we will have a big problem, because plants take carbon dioxide and give oxygen. If an organism will not have breath, he can die in 5 minutes. Of course, we can save nature. What we should do? Seed trees, don't pollution our clean water, And in our world, we have a lot of people, 8 million. It's also bad for economy. And if some people will not have children, it will bad for them because all men should have a child, continue their, and if people will see new young trees, it will good for nature and use our nature nature resource in for good things, and we can save our nature, but we should we should learn about nature, and if all people will know what will happen if we will not use good our nature, and we can save. They will know what we should do for save they, and we can save our nature.
That's all. That child who has born in poor family will improve himself and try to become famous and try to get out from the poor life, and the poor life makes a strong character people. And for example, Eminem, he has born in a poor family, and look at him. He has a lot of money, he's famous, and on the statistic, 58% of poor families, the child who has born in poor family becomes famous.
Pay for people not to have children. First, more people not really suffer because in our world, now a bit of couple or parents suffer with children. For example, lack of food or something for profit. And second, that will be plus for other countries, for example China and India. For other countries that have a more population, example China, they have more population, about 1 billion, and the government cannot provide population without nothing. And if the country have a normal population, that's normal. Yes. I must say that I keep saying that more children get out of poor life because of poor life. But how they can get out? I keep saying that more people became famous from poor family, but I think they're more attempt, and they're do something for became famous, but I think that in our world have a more poor family, and because of not enough money, they're working every day, and children, because of children not enough addiction, and children will go to bad road, bad future for their life, can be crime because of attention, yes. And I will say that more children can become successful or famous, yes. And but if we pay poor people enough money, their example couple make children, but they're poor. There not enough money for provide children for their children, And how can understand what there can be plus for future for our economy, but how parents have not enough attention, and how I say there can be crime and can be go to bad road. I think this will be break economy or economy in country. And who has a brain or who's smart, there can be make children, not for more money.
So I'm the third and last speaker of my team position. First, I want to start with reviewing and adding some facts for my team, and then asking for the team of the opposition. Okay, so the first speaker of my team reminded of the everyone have the rights to have children. We have that in our constitution, and it's not like there's no any it's not the humane. And even if there's a lot of people, they still can be useful for the country. That's why it's not something forbidden. And next, the second speaker tried that. First and second speaker mentioned it about that the children from the poor families can become more popular, and it's already the statistics. It's already we already knew that they can achieve a greater height because of some forces. And also some of the speakers of the proposition told that how they can be successful. Now I want to tell that they can be successful because they grow in an environment of poorness. Sometimes their parents even beat them. That's not so good. And they are in an environment of poorness. They don't like it, of course. They want to be successful, rich as the very celebrities from the TV. Of course, they want to be same. That's why they will try more. They are more tough in a way of mental thinking. That they will be more successful in their way to the top. And also, I want to add that if we will pay for everyone to not have the children, as we know, we have a lot of poor. In every country, there are a lot of poor people, and if countries will pay all of them, and as we know, they always can make children. That's why the government will not pay them one time. They will pay them 2, 3, or more times. They can pay families every year a lot of money to a lot of poor people. That's why it's not so good for government to spend big amounts of money for the poor people to pay them that do not have children. It will break down our economy because we will spend all money for this, not for improving our infrastructure of the cities and education of the children. And also about the economy. The third speaker of the proposition said that they will make a crime because they are lack of food. As we know, we can solve lack of food of spending this money not to giving families. We can give more money for the workers, so they will make more food, and there will not be a lack of food for everyone. Also, the crime they will do. Poor families always do the crime, but what is a crime? Why do people do crime? Mostly people do crime in a country with a bad economy. But as I said earlier, if we will try to pay everyone, every poor family, they will spend a lot of money, economy will break, and there will be even more crime that it could be. That means that good economy equal lesser crimes. Then the first speaker said that poor family and not so smart isn't like poor family is not so smart. They like lack of some information, and also some speakers said that better to give chance rights to have children for the families that are more smart and have some education. But by statistics, most of the people who at the university with the diplomas, they not working so good on the good places. Some of them just works in fast foods, and they are not so rich as well. Not the lack of smartness and education is the problem of government, isn't it? That's why it's better to spend this money, again, to spend this money to increase the salary and to improve the education. Okay, that's all. Thank you.